Hey everybody, today I want to talk about something that I learned selling mattresses. So in mattress sales, there's something called a microclimate, a sleep climate. And when you think about going to sleep, when you think about your bed, it was a mattress store, right? So what do we think about? Mattresses. That's all we do, right? But actually, it's only one part. Mattresses have expanded, like what they do, like what your sleep climate actually is. There's a lot more to it than just your mattress. It's a major component, right? It's a big part. But then there's other aspects that we don't consider. Like your mattress can support your body, but it can't support your head as well. So, pillow, right? Your sheets, and I didn't realize this until my partner told me why she never does microfiber. So I get a little warm at night, it's true, but I hate cold sheets. She doesn't, she does get hot. So the type of sheets that we use, some breathe better, some retain heat more, and that actually affects how well we sleep, how hot we are. Like we are supposed to be able to cool down, right? Then some people need heavy blankets, some people don't need heavy blankets. And then they have adjustable bases, right? Anyway, my point is not to sell you a mattress and a whole bunch of crap, but what I do want you to understand is that a lot of times we go into personal development or goal setting and growth the same way most people come to buy a mattress. They come in, they say, I need a mattress. And you talk to them about what's going on, try to figure out what's not working. And sometimes the issue is the mattress. Other times it's not. Right? Other times, like the mattress is only part of the solution. If they're not sleeping well, there's so much more that goes into it. And sleep science, even beyond the mattress, right? There's so much that goes into sleep science. They have some crazy technology like the sleep 8 beds and sleep 8 pads that regulate your body temperature for optimum rhythm to allow you to sleep and wake. The amount of light in your room and how light affects your sleep patterns and what light affects your sleep patterns. So much goes into just going to bed and waking up rested. Right? There are so many components that matter. What we eat, when we ate, what happened during the day. Did we give ourselves time to decompress? Did we give ourselves time to process? Or is that what we're doing when we're sleeping? Trying to sleep. Right? We've all been there. But I say it all again to bring back the point that a goal requires a microclimate. An outcome requires a microclimate. It's never just one thing, and I want us to be clear about that. You're not just going in and the mattress is going to solve the problem. Like, there's not one thing that you need to do to get the outcome that you want. Now, there may be one thing that's most critical to tweak, maybe the biggest needle mover, but to get your ideal outcome, there's a lot more that goes into it. And you want to look for those things when you're putting together your ideal outcome. What little components are going to be required so that everything lines up the way you actually want, not just the way that you think it would be nice to, or taking these routes. I'm going to do, now you can start by doing one thing, right? And that's the easiest way to start growing. Okay, I got the mattress, great. What do I need? Now I can start picking up the other things. And over time, you're going to sleep better. If you're able to, though, you don't want to have to do it that way. You want to be able to get everything together. And a lot of times when it comes to personal growth, especially in the mindset area, while you want to take things slow, just like James Clear says, I love Atomic Habits, and I'm sure I'll mention him again in more of my videos, but doing the small things and slowly building and stacking, it's a great way to build. But what's important is that you're aware of all the components. You're not just doing one thing expecting this massive change or this amazing outcome when there's other parts that you're just not doing or you're not aware of that other people are doing. Again, this comes down to I'm a huge fan of research, both within ourselves and within the wider world for what knowledge maybe we don't have. Goals, I'm sorry to say, are sometimes they're simple, but most of the time they're complex. There are a lot of components. And I want you to be mindful of the little things that show up that are going to support you in your growth. Don't become so fixated on one aspect that you forget other key components that would help you move forward faster.